Hey guys, welcome back to another Sunday Lessons video. Just reflecting on what I've learned this past week, and I've just got a few quick lessons here. They're just ideas to share with you guys, I guess. So, I've been doing a 2 week AI sprint challenge just to try and push myself forward in that, and while I was working on it, I was like, oh man, I'm doing all this work, I'm doing all this research, watching all these YouTube videos, I'm doing all this, and I was like, I'm just getting nowhere. And when I said that, a thought occurred in my head, or popped up in my head, and I was like, well, is what you're doing like going to get you what you want? And I took, whoa, sorry. um, yeah, is what I'm doing gonna get me to where I want to be? And I took a step back and I broke it down a little bit. So basically, came to the conclusion that are you doing the inputs to get the outputs that you want, or are you just doing what makes you feel like you're moving forward instead of what actually does? And a way that I look at this is a treadmill. um, if you're walking on a treadmill for an hour and you're like, oh, I'm tired, I've been doing all this work, I've walked however far you've walked in that time, I'm sweating, it's hot in the gym, and you're tired, but you're like, I'm still in the same place. That's kind of how I think about doing work that makes you feel like you're moving forward but doesn't actually make you move forward, because you're putting in all the time, the effort, the energy to move forward, but you're still just in the exact same spot as you were at the beginning. Versus if you were to actually just walk outside for an hour, you'd actually be in a different place. But yeah, so pretty much just looking at the inputs that you're doing and going, are these inputs going to get me my desired output? And if not, don't do them. Figure out what are the inputs that are necessary, and continue to move forward with those. Lesson number two that I learned is you may not be the person right now who succeeds in what you want, but understanding who you are isn't permanent and that you can change. And what I mean by that is right now I'm not someone who is successful in the ways that I want to be successful. Um, and I understand that I'm not that person yet, which is totally fine because I'm not going to be. If I was, then I'd already be there. But I understand that I can change. Um, and who I am isn't set in stone. It's not like you were born and this is the life you have set out for you. You've got to go to university, get a degree, and then go work a 9 to 5 in the bank for 40 years and have a family at this age. Like, no, life, you can change who you are and who you want to be. I think that's part of the beauty with it. So yeah, just understanding that who you are isn't set in stone. You may not be the person that you want to be right now, and you may not be the person who gets you the results that you want to have right now, but you can change all of that. And again, that links back to the previous lesson I was just talking about, which is doing the desired inputs to get your desired outputs, or the necessary inputs, sorry. Those two kind of stack on top of each other. And then lesson number three was when you're working hard and you're not seeing any results, and you're pushing and you're pushing and you're pushing, and you still see no results, again, go back to the inputs and go, hey, are these inputs going to get me the desired outputs? If they aren't, you got to switch your inputs. And if they are, then just keep your head down and keep doing it. And you just got to think, one more day, one more day, one more day. And eventually, if you're doing the proper inputs to get you your desired result, it's just going to be a matter of time. And I think that's one thing personally that I kind of struggle with is, like, I'm young and there's so much that I want to accomplish and achieve, but I want it now. And the amount of time that I've given myself, not giving myself to accomplish them, but the window that I want to achieve those certain things in is pretty steep. Or I want things pretty quickly, and I don't know if that's a generational thing or if that's just a personal thing, with just everything being so easy to get nowadays, so quick. Everything's like, you buy something off of Amazon and you get it within the same day or the next day. Like, everything's pretty quick. But yeah, that's one lesson, one thing that's been a little bit of a struggle for me, and I've seen some of the upside from it now is just keep on keeping on. Things may suck, or they may not be exactly how you want to be or you want them to be, but eventually they'll turn out. So those are kind of the 3 lessons that I've learned this last week, just some of the thoughts that have been on my mind. Again, just a quick recap. So first one is, are you doing the necessary inputs to get you your desired outputs? So are you doing what's actually moving you forward, or are you just doing stuff that makes you feel like you're moving forward? And then you look around and you go, well, shoot, man, I'm still in the same spot. Think of the treadmill explanation that I was talking about. Number 2, who you are isn't set in stone. You can change. This great thing called neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to change and adapt over time. And your brain is more plastic when you're younger. But as you get older, you can still change. Like, you do get more set in your ways as you get older, but your brain's still plastic. You can still change. So it's never too late to become the person that you want to be, to achieve what you want to achieve. And number 3, when you're working hard, there's no results, and you kind of feel like nothing's working, and you're in the dark, just keep pushing forward. It's just like Dory said, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. But yeah, those are the 3 things that I've kind of learned this week, some of the stuff that I've been struggling with and reflecting on. Let me know if you resonate with any of those, if you disagree. I'd like to hear other people's opinions, see what other people think. And yeah, see you guys next Sunday. Peace.